Hey guys, so I've been working non-stop all day on these enclosures behind me for my emerald tree boa collection. So this is one of my females that we got in. She's gorgeous. She has some nice whites. I've never actually really handled her like this. They've been in quarantine for a while now. What I really like about her is just her high yellows, or I say high yellows, but nice yellow siding that runs, pretty well up her side. So I like that a lot. She's one of the smaller females. So they've just been quarantining. And yeah, like I said, I've just been working non-stop, like 8 hours today on these cages, getting them dialed in, getting perches level, the radiant heat panels set up, water, humidity, making sure all the temps were good. And we're now finally at the point where I got to put them in the enclosure and see what they're going to do, let them acclimate, and hopefully later this week offer food again. So yeah, this is her again. I'll let you guys take a look at her. She is just gorgeous. So I have 2 females and 1 male. So the females got to get up to size a little bit more, but they are, I love them. They're just, I've kept all kinds of different snake species, and these guys are definitely like pinnacle. I mean, for almost anyone, even if you're not into snakes, you show them an emerald tree boa and they're like, wow, that's a gorgeous animal. So it's just an honor to get to have them in my collection, and hopefully they're going to thrive and do really well and maybe one day produce. But all the pros out there like GS Reptiles, they have these gorgeous enclosures that they keep their animals in, and so I definitely wanted to mimic something like that, and have something that when I come home, it's like looking at art, right? So these enclosures are nowhere near finished. There's still a bunch of things I want to do. I have to add arboreal water bowls for them. So water bowls that are elevated off the ground, because they drink, that's what they prefer to drink from. So I'll be adding those in later in the week. I'm trying to think what else. I'll probably be switching out perches quite a bit. I want to do some stuff with varying perch size and then perch height. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. There's a bunch of cool things that I'll want to do. And if you guys want to see a video on how I set these enclosures up, I actually have an enclosure down here that needs to get dialed in. So definitely let me know in the comments if you want to see a video on how to set up your own emerald tree boa enclosure like a pro. And we can definitely do that. We can make one of those videos. Unfortunately, my ceiling is just like an inch too low for me to be able to fit 4 of these. So we're gonna have to figure something else out that's gonna look really good. But yeah, these are, by the way, I didn't mention, these are 3 foot by 2 foot by 2 foot. That's what I wanted to keep my emeralds in. Right now, my male is actually in a 2 by 2 by 2, and so a cube, and I just wanted to give him more room. I think cubes work way better for chondros, but for the emeralds, I just want a little bit more length for them. So without any further ado, that's enough talking. Let's put this girl in the cage. Hopefully she's gonna go in easily. She's gonna be getting this top cage here. So we'll see. Here you go, baby. I know. Look. Whoa. Those massive heat pits just picking up on the heat panel there at the back. But I'm gonna, let's see if we can hook her head on. Yeah, I know. It's new. So now that she's gripping onto the perch a little bit, I'll just pull off with the snake hook, and hopefully she'll take her time and move on over like so. Just look at how gorgeous the white is on the lower half of her body. She is a phenomenal animal. A nice yellow. See what I'm talking about with this yellow pixeling here? I really like that a lot. Way more yellow than the other female and even my male. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, I will I'll go grab the other female. We'll bring her down and we'll get her set up in the cage. So this is my larger female. You can see here she has some gorgeous whites on her, down the lower portion of her body. Yeah. So definitely much larger than the other female. But you know, both of these animals, I definitely want to get some meals in them, some more meals, and let them put on a little bit of weight. Looks like she's ready to go, so I'm gonna let her go in. But yeah, this is the other girl. I know. Isn't this nice? Wow. It'll look good. Let's see if I can sneak this hook out from under her. There we go. Yeah, that's her. One thing I forgot to talk about actually is what the perches are made out of. So right now the perches that I am running are just these like garden stakes that are supposed to be used outside in the garden. You can get them at Home Depot. So I cut these down into about 35 centimeters. I fit notches in them because I had these 3D printed perch holders that allows me to take the perches in and out. And they have a notch in the 3D print so that it stops them from spinning. So I cut a notch on each side and then I place the perches in. And you know, I'm gonna try them out. I actually haven't used these before. I normally use like wooden dowels and that you could get at Home Depot. So I'm gonna give these a shot. They're a little textured, which maybe they will like. But yeah, like I said, I wanna do a bunch of just messing around with the parameters when it comes to perches specifically. So keep everything else the same and then offer a bunch of different perches and see, is there a preference? In the other cages I had them in upstairs, I offered all kinds of different perches and they were never sitting on the perches that were this big. They were sitting on the real skinny ones. So yeah, this is, again, it's just kind of temporary. Just wanted to get them moved into here, but these are skinny enough, but I want to offer them even skinnier ones. I want to offer them bigger ones, more, some higher, you know, so some at angles. So we'll see. I also love the aesthetic of the like almost real wood perches. So that's something I want to see if I can replicate as well and get some real wood, like live looking with shapes and undulations and that aren't just, you know, straight. But yeah. So we'll go grab the male and we'll put him down here and yeah, we'll see. Last but not least, this is my male. So yeah, check him out. He maybe, I don't know. Yeah, he's a nice male. I love him. He is right now, disclaimer, he is pretty bloated. He's been holding on to a meal for a little while. So that's one thing to keep in mind when you see him. He hasn't been fed recently. I've actually been waiting for him to poop for a while. So yeah, we'll see what happens with that. But this is him. He's got some nice whites, not super high yellows like that female. But yeah, nice whites on him. Little bit of stuck shed there, so we're gonna get that off because he did recently shed. But yeah, that's him. So he's gonna be going into the bottom cage. That cage stays a little bit cooler. But yeah, let's see what he's gonna do. I do want to raise this bottom cage a little and get it up off the ground, even off that little terrible little stand that I just made. I want it to be maybe here, but we'll see. Here you go, buddy. Look. Isn't this nice? More room. Got you out of that 2x2, I know. Let me get this shed off. I'm gonna leave him. Yeah, you could see he's just so like bloated at the back. I'm hoping everything's okay. I mean, it's been a while. since he's pooped, I haven't been feeding him since I've known he's bloated like this. So yeah, I might do some warm water soaks. I might mist him for quite a while as well. I know some people will put him not necessarily in the shower, but they'll just run water on them, and that stimulates them to get them to go to the bathroom. So I've been waiting for a little while for this to happen. I didn't want to push it. I just wanted him to handle it himself. With that being said, I bet he'll end up going tonight or something, and I'm going to hear it at night, but we'll see. If it gets worse, I'm definitely monitoring it. If it gets worse, I'll definitely be doing something about it. But yeah, that's him. He's in there. He hopefully will go to the bathroom. But yeah, so those are my 3 emeralds. They're all in their new cages, looking very spiffy and stuff. So I'm beyond stoked. I mean, it's been a long time coming to get all this stuff dialed in. You know, I watch all these guys' videos, and like you just see them and you're like, wow, that's art. They have a living art. So to actually have something similar like that in my house, you know, with my animals, where, you know, my desk is over there and I just get to turn and see them, it's going to be really cool, and I can't wait to feed and do some other stuff. So hopefully I'll end up doing some more videos. If there's ever anything you guys want to see, especially with these 3, let me know, drop it in the comments. We also have Barons Racers, and then we have Brazilian Rainbow Bows at the moment. Looking to add some chondros eventually. So that spare cage might end up going to chondros. I don't know yet. Maybe it'll go to another emerald, we'll see. But yeah, so thanks for joining. Thanks for seeing what they'll do. I'll definitely update you guys, and yeah, that's about it. Sweet. Hey guys, so little update. It's 10:20 right now. So my lights are all on a timer, and they go off at 8 p.m. So it's been dark for about 2 hours. So we're doing a little update. I did turn all the lights on really quick. Normally lights are out, no lights come back on, but I turned them on to show you guys something. So with that male, when we pulled him out, I said he's like so distended, he's super bloated. I've been watching him for a long time. He has not, you know, gone to a bathroom. We'll go into the husbandry and the care of these guys in another video, but I don't feed him more than 3 meals, even 2, without seeing a bowel movement. And I told you in the video earlier, I said, I bet he's going to go to the bathroom tonight as I say this. And someone made a mess. Look at what I get to clean up. So if we take a look, we can see the big females out cruising. So I'm not going to keep the lights on too long, but there is a big mess in there that is going to be super fun to clean up. So that'll be fun for me to get to. Normally I try not to go in the cages at night, because these are a nocturnal species. They are they're locked in, they're ready to eat at night. So it's gonna be fun getting that out. I wish we had smell-o-vision so you guys could smell what that was like. It is not pretty, but I'm gonna get that cleaned up tonight and get everything sorted away. Hopefully I don't get bit. You can see the smaller high yellow female, she's still curled up. She's moving and not happy with the lights on, of course, and he made a big mess. So there you go. Pretty cool. Thanks for checking in.